So good morning. Your due now asks for you to, what are some weird or different facts about yourself? I know we kind of answer this with the get to know you stuff. You've probably answered this in a discussion before, but what's something different about you that makes you stand out? So you should have answered that already. So today's objective is I can create success criteria for an author portrait. And I'm going to tell you what this is in just a minute, but this is also, it's basically another get to know you, but so many students do not like nonfiction. We're going to start off with a nonfiction workshop, and I just thought this would be a good piece of writing for you guys to start with. So you know that nonfiction doesn't always have to be boring and long and all those things that we typically think of nonfiction. So we're going to take a look at a mentor text and notice the style, structure, and ideas, and then create a list of criteria that will help us imitate or create an actual author portrait. If you are at home watching this, there is a small little slideshow attached to the module that I would like for you to watch because you are required to get on software today. So this will show you how to get there and how to choose the best software topic for you. So you should stop now and go ahead and watch that. So pause the video, go to the next thing in the module on how to get to software. Okay, so this is what we call a mentor text, okay? And on this mentor text, you'll hear this word a lot this year. What do you think a mentor text actually is? Like, you've heard of the word mentor before, so what do you think a mentor text actually is? Take a second and think about that. So what a mentor text is it teaches us something. It shows us how to write, and we should look off of that and basically imitate that type of writing. So what do you know about this text? What do you notice? Well, first off, something that should stand out to you is that there's no organization. It's all over the place. Normally when we read articles or we read books, it has a start, a middle, and an end. And this has no clear organization. It's almost like a collage. But guess what? This is nonfiction because who is it about? It is about Barack Obama. And he is a real life person, and it tells us about his life. Normally we would read a biography, right? But this is a different type of reading. So we are still learning about him. We all are still reading. This is just a new way to look at it. So there's no real organization. Something else you should have noticed is the pictures. I love a book or a story that has pictures involved. So you should have noticed all these different pictures that are listed about Barack Obama. One other thing you should have noticed is all the arrows, okay? It has these words here, but the arrows point to the picture that it's describing. So married her, petted this, smokes these, pets this, had them, okay, likes this. So all these arrows point to the pictures that they are talking about, and you're going to have arrows in your author portrait as well. Another thing you should have noticed are the short phrases. There are no complete sentences here at all, okay? So that's another good thing about this particular nonfiction piece is that you do not have to write complete sentences. Again, won this, read these, studied here. Okay, they're short, choppy phrases, but they give you enough information. Also notice that it's not labels, okay? It's not just Hawaii, daughters, dog, monkey, wife, okay? They're phrases to describe why those pictures are significant to his life. And then finally, you'll notice that in this particular piece of writing, there's facts about him. So they include his family, they include his education, they include awards, they include likes, maybe dislikes on here, just anything about his life. So success criteria, this is a word you'll also hear, is making a list of items you need to do or accomplish in order to succeed in your task, okay? It's how we're going to get to our goal. And your task today is to imitate the author's portrait structure, style, and ideas by making it about you. So what does imitate mean? basically to copy and to take off ideas from somebody and write in that way. So let's make a list of what would make us successfully imitate the author portrait. If you are in person, this is where I would stop. In small group, you are going to be doing the author portrait success criteria. Today in computers, you need to get on software. And then in reading, you need to get on your book talks. And these are your lists when you come back. So creating the success criteria here. You want to fill in the page with many pictures that pertain to your life. Okay, that's how you can be successful. You want to use short phrases to describe the pictures, not label them, but to describe them. You want to draw arrows that connect the short phrases to the pictures. And then you want to have many facts. This is one other thing we didn't talk about, but there's barely any space in his author portrait. Okay, so the more pictures you have, the more things to describe, the better. You'll also notice that the pictures are different sizes. Okay, so there's some are big, like the portrait in itself is huge, but then like the shoe is small. Okay, this cup of coffee is small. So you should have pictures of all different sizes. So where can you make your portrait? And if you are virtual today, we were just creating our success criteria. This is all we were going to do today. When you come to class tomorrow, okay, you are going to start on your author portrait. And option number 1 is to draw and write. Okay, if you are a good artist and you'd rather draw it out, you will draw it, take a picture, and submit it in Canvas tomorrow. With Google Draw, if you're the type of person like me who just would rather find pictures and copy and paste them, then that's what you'll do, okay? And you'll submit it on Canvas tomorrow. You are more than welcome to start it, but in small group tomorrow is what you will be finishing, and I will show you how to submit it. So don't do the whole thing today. Again, our main goal for today was to come up with our success criteria and what we want our author portrait to look like. So it was basically just watching this video today. Tomorrow, you will get a chance to work on it. But if you want to jot down some ideas, feel free to do that. So one last thing, or some student examples here from the past. Before we came up with the Google Draw idea, all right, everyone had to do it with colored pencils or pen and paper. So this is what it would look like if you decide to go that route. Okay, you'll notice that they have their names on here, which the Barack Obama one did not have his name. This kid, and this keeps coming up, but his name is more towards the bottom, as long as your name is somewhere on the page. So these are examples.